In fifth place, we have got Chris Farley, a man with an extreme talent for physical comedy acting. Of course, you have also seen Will Ferrell do that type of style to great perfection, but in my opinion, Chris Farley did his style even better. In all his movies, whether it was Black Sheep, Almost Heroes, or Beverly Hills Ninja, you were highly impressed by his skill to really make the audience laugh. After recently discovering him this year, I am amazed particularly with his creative ability. That one undercover chef scene where he plays around with a knife's gotta be one of the best scenes I've ever seen in a comedy. And that just shows his raw ability to entertain you. No wonder his friend Adam Sandler called him the funniest man alive. At number 4, we have the always steady Owen Wilson. In the comedy scene, it is particularly 3 movies he has become known for. Those are his 2 movies with Jackie Chan, Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights, where he did a great partnership. Of course, the third one is known as a legendary one, Wedding Crashers with Vince Vaughn, which many people around the world have seen whether comedies are their favorite cup of tea or not. In all these movies, he has a sharp ability to make you laugh with jokes that always puts a smile on your face. What works is also the pairing where you get a strong contrast between him and the other lead act, particularly with Jackie Chan. This works very well, as they have a relationship where at times it gets heated, and at times they are very good friends. That also creates an environment where it is easy to create a mood which will entertain you if you are someone that likes comedies. Owen Wilson has been put in many comedies, as he is this guy that tries to get under your skin and be your friend, sometimes in a very awkward way. At number 3, we have got the certified comedy legend, Adam Sandler. He has had so many good roles in comedy movies over the years, so it is of course hard to pick the best ones. But for me, the movies that I really favor are That's My Boy, Just Go With It, and the ultimate comedy, You Don't Mess With the Sohan. In all these movies, Adam shows his true nature as this completely crazy guy that is just hilarious to watch in a movie. For me, I feel that's what you want in every comedy movie. Of course, some of you may think that at times it can be a little too much, but I feel that he applies just enough craziness into it. That's in particular why I feel a guy like Kevin Hart is not on my list. It's because he overdoes himself a little too much, where Adam Sandler is more in control of how crazy he wants to be. I feel also that Adam Sandler is relatable. He seems like that crazy guy in the office that always tries to pull a crazy joke or a prank on you. I think that's also why many people like him, because he often plays a relatable character from daily life, and of course often puts you in a good mood and make you laugh with his crazy stuff. In the second spot, we have got Sasha Baron Cohen, who is not only a great actor, but also a very good film producer. The way he does the hidden camera style comedy is like no other guy after or before him. It is also about the balls to do it, and Sasha, let me tell you, he is a guy who seems to have no fear. What he dares to do is what really makes him a great comedy actor. When people don't know that they are being filmed like Rudy Giuliani in his latest Borat movie. That calls for some very unique comedy moments that really blow your mind away. There are a few other comedy actors that has made me laugh so hard than Sasha Baron Cohen. The ability he has just to do things no other living person would dare to do and make a comedy out of it is simply impressive. The way he simply manages to provoke or shock people by showing up in a Jew costume, or when he does controversial scenes like the 9/11 joke in The Dictator, is simply all part of the crazy Sasha act we never get enough of. My 3 favorites with him has got to be the 2 Borat movies and The Dictator. At the top spot, we have got another comedy legend, Will Ferrell, known as one of the funniest men in Hollywood. His collabs stretches far and wide, and he has had collabs with both Kevin Hart, John C. Reilly, and Mark Wahlberg. For me, when talking about comedy actors, you have got some that nail the physical side and some that nail the jokes. In my opinion, Will Ferrell nails them both, and that's what makes him the best comedy actor of all time, because he is so goddamn funny. He acts in a way that balances emotions with craziness. He is often this guy that just goes overboard with being aggressively crazy, particularly when paired with another, which has called for some legendary comedies when he has been in the driving seat as the one making jokes and the guy firing up the other guy and making jokes. Yes, some of you may disagree, but in particular, I love this movie with Kevin Hart, Get Hard, where he played this rich guy that needs to be prepared to go to jail. That movie is totally crazy, and a movie which serves to balance the craziness between Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart, because they work so well together. And they both are crazy in this movie. My favorite scene is when they all sit around the table and Kevin Hart is about to tell the story of how he went to jail when it was really all a joke. I also very much like the house movie with him and Jason Matsukas, where they set up an illegal casino, where yes, lots of crazy shit happens, very literally speaking. In that movie, he takes on almost a mafia persona, where he gets all tough with the lead lady, Amy Poehler, and it is very enjoyable to watch as it goes beyond what you are used to see from him. Of course, the classic Step Brothers movie from 2008 is also in here. Two guys that still live at home meet when their parents hit it off, and they have to live together. Basically, they do so much funny stuff together in this movie. For example, when they trash the kitchen in their sleep. It is a movie which not only serves to be an example for other comedies in entertainment and quality, but also a movie where you see Will at full potential. The character he plays in this movie is so weird, cool, and funny at the same time, and maybe the ultimate comedy character. That's why also Will is extremely funny in this movie, and the bizarre stuff that happens and the chemistry between him and John C. Reilly. It's what makes that movie really come alive. That is also why Will also really earns that top spot.